What's good, y'all? It's Big EBK. We ain't giving no daps, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the biggest drill rapper in New York aside from Pop Smoke. Kay Flock is known for being the most viral New York drill rapper of all time with his crazy antics, whether that's pulling up to the op block while on Instagram Live, or even trolling his ops on Instagram Live. Kay Flock would absolutely take over in 2021, pulling millions of views. Although that would come to an end later that year when he'd get arrested in December not long before Christmas. Once Kay got to jail, he would decide to take his religion more seriously and push a Stop the Violence movement. Before we get to that, let's start from the beginning, the background on the Bronx demon Kay Flock. Kay Flock was born and raised in the Bronx. The Bronx is one of the most dangerous boroughs in New York. Growing up, Kay Flock tried to stay out the streets playing sports like basketball and boxing. At only the age of 10 years old, Kay Flock was already deep into the streets, and there was no turning back. Kay Flock would go viral often for his crazy Facebook lives of him spinning his ops block and pulling all kind of stunts.
Well, where my mother, bro? I'm not going like I'm not going like no ops. What my mom making a law the dog? I mean, well, I'm on a block, Tolo. I'm on a block. I'm on a block. I'm on a block. I'm on a block. I'm trying to be on their side. I make it known when I'm on their side.
No.
Boys down, look. Boys still down there. Boys still down there.
Boys making plans.
I didn't get high.
This was the main way that he built up a buzz in the city and started to gain a lot of clout and notoriety. Kay Flock didn't start making music until he reconnected with an old friend, that person being B-Love. During 2020, B-Love was entering his prime and was an established artist, so he helped Kay Flock with the ropes of the music industry. Sha EK was the one to get the two back together. Once upon a time, Sha and Kay Flock were cool. On the first link the Sha and Kay had, they went to go hunting for rival gang members from the Drilly gang. Ever since that day, Sha EK and Kay Flock were locked. Not too long after that, Kay Flock had gotten locked up. While Kay Flock was locked up, he played Sha EK music heavy while he was there. He also had rival gang member Sha G's from the YG's set listening to Sha EK music while they were locked up together. Once Kay Flock came home, Sha helped push Kay Flock to get into the studio and make music. Kay Flock would even shout out Sha EK in his first song. After that, the two continued to help each other grow. In December of 2020, Subside rapper Dougie B came home from jail. Sha EK, Dougie, and Kay Flock all hopped on a song. That song would be No More Free Dougie B. That's the only released song that Sha and Kay have together. The future was looking real promising for both of the two rappers, and the Othesev link until a situation would happen that would make Sha EK have to pick a side in between the different Hoodsev side and Sugar Hill. The situation that happened was with a Sugar Hill rapper named E.Baby, who was cool with both Sha EK and Kay Flock up until the situation happened. E.Baby was invited to the Bandemic video shoot by some Structure members. For those who don't know, Structure is a gang in New York and is a mixed group of Max and Bloodhound Brims. At the music video, there was another gang in attendance. That gang was a YG's member. E.'s block Sugar Hill has beef with the G's, but they decided to drop the beef for the night. E. was seen on Instagram Live smoking with YG's gang members.
Ready for part 2 out now. I'm promoting. Talk about. I told you this. Bro, nah. What the? This 300 views. You a lot of you start dying.
Subside and Cortland beef with the YGs, so for Sha EK clothes man's E.Baby to be at a music video shoot with and on Instagram Live chilling with ops of Sha EK and Kay Flock is pretty crazy. Kay Flock didn't take light of the situation. He hopped on IG Live and made it clear he no longer messed with E. or anyone who associated with him.
When E. see me, word to my mother, word to my son, every trip, word to my dad, and whoever with him, will have to run with him. Word to my mother, I ain't gonna lie. Hi. My little man, you can't do that, bro. Key, bro, you can't do that, bro. You call me and say, nah, that's a fact, Kay. That's a fact, Kay. Word to my mother. I told you. It could be me and him, but it could be a me and him situation. Word to my mother. But whoever wanna rob for him, bro, word to my mother, then they can rob for him, nigga. Cause, bro, word to my dad, nothing is stopping me from upping his gun at that. Word to my.
After Kay Flock separated from all of the O's, his career took off crazy. He was on one of the most legendary runs in Bronx drill history. During this run, he dropped songs like PSA, Is You Ready, What You Wanna Do, and Being Honest, just to name a few of the many hits. Unfortunately, Kay wouldn't be able to really enjoy his new superstardom much. On December 16, 2021, K-Flock was visiting his sister in Sugar Hill, Harlem. While walking, they passed up a barber shop. In the barber shop, there was a rival gang member from the original Youngins set, also known as OY. The OY member spotted K-Flock and his sister walking. He was trying to get K-Flock's attention since he's the top op. K-Flock waved him off and tried to ignore him. But after K passed the door of the shop, that's when the OY member walked out and started to harass K-Flock. K-Flock decided to turn around and look at the OY member. Once K turned around, it seemed that the rival gang member was reaching, so K-Flock allegedly pulled out a firearm and shot the man once, killing him. After the altercation, K-Flock would flee the scene and throw his firearm into the bushes. Not too long later, there was a wanted post made for him, so K decided to turn himself in. He is currently behind bars waiting for his trial to begin. I believe it's towards the end of this year. When K-Flock got to prison, it didn't stop him from still being the same bad-tempered demon he was in the free world. In prison, K-Flock would run into his cousin D-Thang G's after only being in jail for about 2 weeks. K-Flock would call home to the free world and freestyle saying this about D-Thang.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
Walked in the spot up on hot. DD walked in the spot and got hot. I'm in jail now, such a big top to get poked in the lung, everything we gon' box. Oh, he tough, he get real top from top. CEO's rushing, they mixing the spot. That's what now that they know if I can pop. The people he hop on the spot, he shot. Shout out my fans, I love him a lot. I'll be back, never stop. But right now, I'm gonna sit back and watch. Let me forget on the top. To my mother, I love her a lot. You all that I got, and this ain't checking up on you, they shot. Like they said right before I got knocked in. He can't stop me if he try to shot. I'm giving up for over my thoughts.
Oh my god, damn.
D-Thang would respond to K-Flock with a freestyle saying this.
K-Flock, why you locked on the net? Got hot me, you know that. And for one, we gon' get to the fact you saw me face to face and you wasn't on that. Like, stop the lying. If you crib I was in, I start firing, dummy. So I wanna know. Heard you got here like 3 days ago. Like, who did you touch? Like, who got, can't talk too much, forgot I'm on his phone. Like, trigonosis. Heard you went to the clinic and had that. Saucer smooth, I could have that. He gave it to you, had that bitch. Dumb. Now when you walk through them hoes, keep you. When you running them, me man, I'm running my crib. I do this fun. Like, what am I mother? I don't know why they say we rats saying my name.
Oh, bro. You know
like, what am I dad? Like,
After being in prison for a while and looking more into his religion, he would fully convert to Islam.
Yeah, you might have to geek real quick. You might have to geek real quick. You might have to geek for the law. Oh, yeah, my fault, Toy.
It's like crazy. He done turned Muslim in there. He took his Shahada. Like, he speaks so different. He prays 5 times a day. Like, he prays 5 times a day. Like, when it comes to the Ramadan, he does his thing. Like, he's just so grown now. It's just like I be wanting to cry because it's like my baby grew up too fast. Like, damn, I hate this system. Like, system, and it's really the internet. It's not.
Ever since K-Flock has been pushing the peace and trying to stop the violence as much as possible, even rival gang members have been saying free K-Flock on Instagram. The real question is he really going to be pushing the peace? Or is this a way to get a lesser sentence when trial begins in September? Only time will tell. That's it for today's video, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to get this video to a larger audience. EBK out.